Nick, how strong is that yen going to get?
I think it's got the propensity to really increase over the next few months and even into next year. I think even overnight we've seen sort of another hard knock to the markets, and we will continue to see flow into the yen, and I think that's going to be against the dollar and on the crosses.
Yeah, well, speaking of the crosses, one that's always closely watched is the Aussie yen, and that's the Aussie's lost 11% against the yen over the past year. Now, I know you have a personal interest in this as you are heading to Japan shortly, but what does it tell us more broadly?
Indeed, yes. And the Aussie yen's a really good barometer of sort of global risk. It has come off significantly over the year, but I think there is even further downside. Obviously, we've got the RBA looking dovish and cutting rates at the moment. That's putting pressure on the currency over here in Australia. And with those haven flows coming into yen as well, I think there is further downside coming for the Aussie yen.
Even when it comes to US dollar yen, analysts are turning more bullish on the Japanese yen. The GTV chart on the Bloomberg showing that a Bloomberg survey now sees the yen outperforming G10 peers by year-end to around 105 per dollar. So at what level, Nick, are you factoring in a potential BOJ action?
I think it will probably be more on the pace of the move rather than how far the move goes. So if it continues to grind higher, especially against the dollar, and I think there's probably still good calls, despite the recent data in the US, that the dollar yen will probably be the slower mover and the crosses will probably be a faster mover. But I think if we do accelerate swiftly through, say, 105 or 104.50, which I think has been the low on the year, then maybe we might see some smoothing action from the BOJ. But after that, I think we're then looking down to around about 99.50, which is the 2016 low. There, if we get an accelerated move to the top side in yen, then I think that we will see BOJ action. But until then, I think they'll sort of try and keep what limited ammo they've got across the market in their pockets, so to speak.
We continue to see the US dollar grind higher, but what happens to the strength of the greenback if we continue to see these eco data come out underperforming the market expectations?
I think there will be a little bit of pressure coming on the dollar, but given the overall global environment that we're sitting in and risks that are sitting, and the risks are probably still sitting harder on other geographical areas of the world than the US. US is probably still, when you look back at the last year, they're still probably sitting in a better position than most other areas that I don't think the dollar's going to fly to the downside. So, that's one of the reasons why I think the crosses in the yen are probably the better value trade. But I still expect dollar yen to come off as well. So if we do see a significant turn in the data, and we're starting to see signs of it even over the last few weeks and obviously last night, if we do see that, then the dollar will get hit.